got it.
I wish I could, I love Zoom and all the like new background effects and so forth. I want to just change this real quick. Perfect. All right, amazing. Okay, so we haven't caught up. We have not caught up since our time after energy.
No,
So
we have.
tell me, tell me, yeah, like your experience and how it was for you. Did it meet your expectations?
I think
Mhm.
first of all, I was I had 2 weeks of was it 2 weeks or was it 3 weeks or was it 1 month? I can't even remember. For $20, it was a trial membership for yoga.
Yes.
And I did it every day that I possibly could. And it catapulted me into a much better space than I would have been in had I not done it going into Kinergy. And I mean, I didn't know what to expect going into Kinergy, but I knew it was going to be extraordinary. And it brings me to tears how wonderful it was, you know. I mean, it exceeded my expectations day in and day out. And I was just in awe of the beautiful people and their talents and the gifts and the surroundings and the movement and the food. Everything was and the time with you, the quality time with you was the biggest gift of all. And you were so patient and loving, and I can't thank you enough for that, because you know it's not easy having your mom tagging along, you know. But
it is actually. It is.
I tried to, you know, hold my own and be part of and
yeah.
and
There's a lot in here. You had some emotion when you just started talking about it.
I know.
What was that? What were those feelings that came up?
It was just looking back on it, it was gratitude and you know, I mean, I was so grateful for the opportunity that you provided by gifting that to us for you know,
your 75th birthday.
Exactly. And I knew I'd be the oldest one there, and I knew that, you know, but I loved every second that I was there, every single minute. I loved every minute of it. It was extraordinary, really, and it exceeded my expectations. But you know, having hugs from you every day and sitting next to you and holding hands and, you know, being part of it, it was magical.
Yeah, it's our new tradition. The mother-daughter, absolute non-negotiable yearly annual trip. You know, it's a must. It's like couples, it's unwavering, right? Like couples need to have a date night. Couples need to have like a check-in, right? I mean, a mother-daughter retreat or a mother-daughter vacation needs to be an absolute must. It's unwavering, right?
Yep. And
so tell me about, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, and it was just the people that we met, the women that we met that were just so I've never surrounded myself with a group of women that were that special before.
Yeah.
And so it was, you know, and I don't know why I got emotional at the onset, but it was just the magnitude of the whole experience was I didn't want it to end, and I felt like I was grieving for like a week after.
Oh my gosh, totally.
Or maybe 2 weeks after, I was grieving the loss of not being there.
Like coming out of that effing vortex and going into straight up reality. And I was like praying too. I'm like, please make this a beautiful, smooth, easy, lovely transition.
Transition.
Oh yeah. And it was just like
Oh,
tsunami of shit.
oh, oh,
Oh my God, life.
and, and you especially with what you came home to.
Holy moly.
Uh,
So, hey, that's life. It's cool. It makes it fun.
yeah, and I made some, I bonded with some really special women, and um, I see their faces now on Facebook, and I just start smiling. They make me so
Mm,
happy.
yeah.
Um,
So it was a connect.
so
You had connection, mom. Like, right? There's this isolation to absolute connection and love. And I mean, you were truly a mother figure for a lot of those women.
I know, I
I
know,
mean, a
and
lot of those women grieved to having their mother there, or grieved to, I mean, just inspired to see what it could look like or what it could be.
I know a lot of them said to me, I could never ever get my mother to do this with me ever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, this is like the biggest gift of my life. It's so anyway. Um, and the food was so extraordinary too. And it's hard to cook like that for yourself every day.
Well, I think you do a pretty good job of that. I mean,
Yes,
eating the rainbow, tasting the rainbow, eating the rainbow, like nourishing. I mean, the biggest key takeaway from a food standpoint was, I never looked at it like when I go out to a restaurant or when I get DoorDash, like who's truly making that food and are they in a good mood or are they not in a good mood? Because that energy they're putting into that food and then I'm eating it. Like that's the extent that I got. So
that's
holy
exactly
shit,
right.
does that not put a fucking, excuse my French, like absolute turbo under my ass to go and like literally do more crock pots, like meal prep, eating seasonally, like all the rooted vegetables, carrots, parsnips, right? Like all of that for winter. That was cool. Like food is medicine and
I
it's
have
nourishing.
tried, I have tried
Nourishing.
day after day after day to make a smoothie that was as smooth and
Oh,
delicious as what Lauren created. And it hasn't even come close. I'm like, ugh. And I have
oh
and
wow.
I have all wonderful ingredients in it too. I
Oh,
have
sure. No, it was like when I made you your first coffee and you kept trying to replicate it that day and you're like, I can just not make it the same. And I'm like, that's because I made it with absolute poured my love into it.
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, you could use all the same ingredients and it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. So I feel like, me coming out of Tony Robbins. So I just did Date with Destiny very intermittently because of my weekend. It just fell on an interesting time, but Date with Destiny, I'm so going to be there in person next year and I will do my best to get you there with me. It is an upgrade on steroids to unleash the power within. And it was so intense about values. And, we're already on, I feel like the values train, but this was like hours and hours and hours and hours about, here were my old values. This is how I operated. This is why I operated that way. Here are the new values that I'm jumping into. And you can actually see Tony Robbins like old values and then now his new values and how different actions can be when you actually take your top 5, right? Like, for instance, speaking of my former past life in my last marriage, first marriage, um, my number one value was after children, it was security. It was security, love and connection, integrity. I mean, all of those kind of intertwined, but like security was really truly number one. Whereas adventure was before kids, my number one. Travel, skydive, hang glide, thrill seek. But then after children, I changed
Yeah, of course.
and it was security. And Adams was still fun and adventure and, you know, all of that.
Yep.
And there's such a difference. So like if mine's security and his is adventure, you think our decisions and our day-to-day is going to look a little bit different? Absolutely. And so it's like, you know, truly when we get together with someone, I mean, it's like, what are your values? What are your top values? Here are my top values. And to know that inside and out. And when we can live in those values, it's your identity and nobody can take those away from you. Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So mine, coming out of Date with Destiny, which is where Julianne Hough, by the way, came out of and created Kinergy. That's where her roadmap, she created her roadmap of life. Like New Kinergy was created and stemmed all the energy and creativity she got. I think either in A Date with Destiny or after, literally was Date with Destiny. Kinergy was formed. Very cool. So mine, I'd have to go back in my notes because it was literally like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago now. But I mean, and this is where I will have like a glass marker mirror or glass, you know, a marker to write on the glass. So I can put it up into my room, put it in my bathroom, live in it, see it every single day. But abundance coming out of Kinergy, Kinergy with, oh my God, what was her name? Marley? No, you're the woman, 33 years sober, not Anahata, but the other one, the magical mama.
Mari.
Mari. I want to say,
Mari.
yeah, Mari. So Mari was all about abundance. She kept saying abundance instead of just abundance. And I always looked at that word as just abundance. Abundance. Now, for me, if I look at the life wheel, right, that we've done, you and I, a lot of people probably don't have even a life wheel, don't even know what that is. We could go down that road another time. But to the extent of ours, let's just hypothetically say the life wheel is each piece of the pie: career, relationships, financials, personal growth, spirituality, right? It's the pieces of the pie that make up your life wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And we could look at like as a tire, the spokes of the wheel. And to me now, abundance, I will dance through all of those different pieces of the pie. It's no longer work and heavy and like, oh God, I gotta get from here to here. It's like, no, I get to dance through these pieces of the pie. Like I get to flow like water and the elements, right? I get to like create and have the earth beneath me to support me and like create and from the ether and bring in the air. And then the fire element, like the passion within, like all those elements are all now part of, and abundance is my number one value. Because that underneath, I can honestly put in like wealth underneath that. I can put in like there's so much that can go underneath abundance. That's the tip of the umbrella, right? So that's now my number one value is abundance, which is really cool. That's what came out of it. The second one for me, I believe, is gratitude. So gratitude was my second, absolute gratitude. Health and vitality, unconditional love, and I don't know my fifth one. I gotta look at my notes, but either way, those four alone, right? Abundance, health, vitality, gratitude,
Unconditional.
and unconditional love. I mean, those four alone, it's like if I can live and breathe those and be those every single day, like how much different would my life be? And how much different is my life if that's different than security or like certainty? Like, oh my God, I need certainty. Like when we are certain, when we need certainty, we play like way down here. When we're uncomfortable, when we're comfortable with being uncomfortable, now we're like expansion and we're going to make decisions, even if it's uncertain, because we're going to expand and we're not going to stay small and certain and stuck. So that's what's cool about all that.
Yep.
All right. So coming out of Kinergy, I mean, for me, and then going into Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny, I think that it was such a beautiful springboard because of that abundance and like the magic that we created and the love and the connection and the, you know, just like getting rid of perfection and bringing in imperfection and expression, right? Like all the Kinergy dancing and the movement is medicine. Like, fuck how I look compared to you. This is about me and how unique I am and how my expression is in this movement versus yours. Like, it's actually exciting and so freaking cool and fascinating.
Yeah. But a lot of the time we had our eyes shut, so we didn't even really see what other people were doing. We were just focused on ourselves.
Which is getting into the body. So
Yeah.
now we're leaving the mind, because if you stay in the head, you're dead. And then you drop into your heart and your body, and now you feel from your body. Now those decisions are also different. Deciding, and you know, from your heart and your body versus deciding from your head, totally different life.
Yeah.
Wild. So I mean, it's just so cool what she's done, you know, with Kinergy. I mean, it really should be in every household. I mean, I absolutely am so passionate about it.
The movement every day was just so special. It wasn't just a yoga class. It wasn't just, I mean, it was dance. A lot of it was dance, and I was dripping after every class. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
So how has it been getting back into life in reality? Post Kinergy, post mother-daughter retreat. What did you truly like? How do you feel like you were, and how do you feel like you are now? And what do you feel like potentially is like the biggest variable, you know, like, because you're definitely different. You can't, yeah,
you can't undo the specialty of what we went through. And
yeah,
I think I told you, and I think I told everybody on that last afternoon that I felt like I was leaving there a better version of myself. And I brought that just in outlook and
mindset,
gratitude, and self-love, and joy. I felt those things to my core, and I've just carried them with me.
So give me an example.
And my,
like what? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, even my new, my new part-time job, so much to learn. And, I feel like a year ago or 2 years ago, I wasn't in the right headspace to tackle it. I couldn't focus and concentrate. I couldn't, and I've just been thriving in there and having fun, and everybody can see it. I know they can. And it's because not everybody's like that at all. And,
no.
And I'm getting compliments.
Well, first and foremost, tell everybody what is your new job?
Well, so I'm in real estate, and the market's been terrible. And, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting this whole past year. And it's like I've been waiting and nothing's happened. And I just was at a point where I just had to find something. And so there's a really nice high-end clothing store close by, and they were looking for a client specialist. And so I applied for it and got it, and
owned it. Woo woo.
Yeah. And it's been really exciting.
Celebration. Celebration.
And it's having the option to work one-on-one with women that just don't have a sense of style, don't like to shop, want to look nice, but they just don't know how to go about it. And then they work with me one-on-one. I pick out outfits, I put things together for them. And women leave there and they say, I would never have bought one thing that I bought if it hadn't been for you. I would never have picked this out. And they walk out so excited because they have this, wonderful, wonderful outfit that looks so great on them. And so it's,
Well, of course.
so,
Well, plus your motto from such a, like, I mean, I feel like I came out of the womb and you said, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good.
absolutely.
You know,
It's so important how you present yourself to the world and how you feel about yourself. So, it yes, it's retail and but and it's
but
part
it's
time.
not just retail. It's not just
But
retail is what you're saying. It's a connection. And it's
yeah,
you're impacting lives. You're making these women, you're empowering these women and making them have more self-confidence.
yeah.
All that you just learned, all that you just learned is now literally into your DNA and your cellular level, and you're radiating and you're pushing that out. And oh my God, I have goosebumps everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. And I've had a lot of women just say to me, "You are wonderful," and I
Mm.
just must be emulating some sort of, I
It's
don't
the
know.
vortex. It's the Sedona energy vortex that we're still just, you're at, you've raised your frequency and you've raised your energy.
Yeah. And so it's tiring, but it's fun. It's fun. I'm enjoying myself. So, and
Mm.
me, I've been isolating for so long, and isolating
Yeah.
was what felt the best. And this feels good. This feels good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, which one feels better? And maybe you need both.
Connection,
Connection.
love and connection is the key.
Love and connection is the key. I mean, we're not gonna, like, totally hang up, a nice, beautiful movie or Netflix or, a tub of ice cream once in a while by ourselves, because that's rest and self-care. And we have to definitely down regulate our central nervous system, because being out in the world can be very overstimulating. But it
Right.
also is so stimulating in itself, or it's filling up your cup of love and connection.
Right.
So that's amazing. And how do you feel? Is there any difference of how you are with Mimi? And if there isn't, if there's no
Yes.
difference, then that's okay.
Yes.
If there is no difference, that's okay too.
No. Um, I'm much more patient, and because I feel like she deserves that. She's 98. She doesn't deserve to have us impatient with her all the time. And
No one does.
it's not easy, you know?
Mhm.
And but besides that, yesterday I had a list of things that I was doing for her. And I remember walking towards the post office and just looking up and saying, thank you. I feel so grateful that I'm present and able to help her, you know?
That's
And
the
so,
the
so
biggest
I have,
gift.
so I have that mindset that I didn't necessarily have before. I wasn't looking at it that I was grateful for this experience and opportunity to help her. So, um,
Ooh, when did that shift?
since I got back from Kinergy, I mean,
Wow.
so it was just, it's part of the joy that I feel.
Mm.
So, and I think she notices it also. But we cry together, and yesterday she got so frustrated and she just started crying, and she just said, I can't keep up. Everything's happening so quick and everything's going so fast and I just can't keep up. And what a terrible feeling for somebody 98, you know? And I said
Oh,
to her, I said, Mom, I said, don't feel bad. I said, it's the same with me. I said, I feel
oh my
like
God.
I'm trying to keep up too, you know? But
That's really good insight, Mom. That's really good insight for me because, I have chatted with Mimi a couple times. Like I love to call her and just chat. And sometimes I don't give her enough time because I want to call her, right? It's hard. It's like it's a catch 22 because I want to
it
call her, I want to say hi, and I want to spend time, but I can't spend all day. I can't spend an hour sometimes, or I do make an hour. I have to make that hour and then just call and connect and give her that undivided attention. But this is a beautiful learning point for me where I can call her and just be like, I'm feeling like I can't even freaking keep up. It's 2023. Technology is literally out driving, outpacing all of us.
yeah.
I mean, it's unfreaking believable. So that's why, yes, mental health has always been a thing, but I feel like it's even more so now because people are so overwhelmed and their brains
And
cannot keep up with the social media and the overstimulation. So it is overstimulating, not only for her, but for everyone.
well, that's what I tried to tell her. But it's like everywhere you go, the consumer, the client, the
Mhm.
patient, there's so much more responsibility that's being put on us. We have patient portals now that we have to manage. We have to go in and input
Healthcare.
and output. And you go into McDonald's to get a cup of coffee, you've got to put it in the computer now yourself. I said, well, what if poor people, elderly or whoever, they don't know, they're not technical savvy. What do they do? Well, then
Yeah.
somebody come and help them. But for the most part, we're left to take, so they can hire less people because they're putting the responsibility on the patron. And it's
Yeah.
just it's all of that that's coming at us that we have to be more responsible for all of that. Our banking and our our healthcare and everything.
Everything. No,
Just
it
everything.
is. So I guess that would be an interesting opportunity, right? Like, so and I mean, it's such a learning opportunity for so many people. So yes, we're chatting about Mimi and your personal relationship there. But I mean, at the end of the day, this is such a learning point for everyone because if I were in your shoes and she told me this, I would ask, what do you need? What do you feel like you need? Right? And she might not know, but that question is so undervalued.
Undervalued.
What do you need? Right? I mean, my best friend, Rob Alvey, called me years ago and
Mm-hmm.
I knew that he was struggling, but I didn't know to the extent. And I never asked him what he needed. I just showed up and lectured and like on the phone call was like,
I
dude,
know.
you're too good for this. You're better than this, And I never asked him what he needed.
I
And
know.
maybe he needed to like get out and just come stay and just, maybe he just needed a room for a few months. I don't know. But I never even gave him that opportunity. And now he's no longer here.
I
So
know.
it's such an undervalued question,
I
you
know.
know?
Yep.
And so, gosh, I've had to learn the hard way on so many things. So she may not know what she needs, but to show up curious when she is struggling or to just validate. Maybe we don't solve the problem, because that was my dad and he just sat there and was suicidal. And I just wanted to solve and get him out of the dark hole. But at the end of the day, when I jumped into the dark hole with him and just held his hand, that was the most he'd ever felt connected and happy because he felt like he was heard and seen and
Mm-hmm.
validated.
Yeah.
And so Mimi, which I think you did, Mom, beautifully, probably not even conscious about it, or maybe you were conscious about it, but you did tell her, like, hey, we're all in this together. Like, I'm overwhelmed. Like, it is overstimulating. It is fast paced. Like, I can't keep up. So you did validate. And, I'm sure she appreciated that immensely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um, Yeah, but that's a good point, and you're totally correct that you very seldom hear anybody say, "What do you need?" Everybody's
Ever.
about me, and what I need and what I can take for myself, and
Mhm.
y-
Or pushing their own coaching or experience or like unsolicited advice,
yeah, lecturing
which
or
nobody wants to hear. I mean,
no
I'm the biggest freaking, I'm so guilty.
queen.
Queen. Come on. I'm demoting myself, princess.
You,
I'm demoting myself, princess. I'm very conscious about it now. Oh man. So, yeah. I mean, and then a lot of people don't know what they need. So then it's just about validating and being like, "Man, that's frustrating," or that seems really tough, right? Or like,
yeah,
"Man, that I can only imagine how painful or frustrating, challenging that could be." So,
I tell Mimi all the time. I said, you do such a good job. You're such a good girl. You're such a brave woman. And I said, and you're so driven. And I said, and it must not be easy to be 98 at all. And I totally get it. So I do, share that with her. So, and I think it does make her feel a little better, but
well, I think a beautiful opportunity here would be it's almost like a check-in, right? Like what's working, what's not working, what would you like more of, what would you like less of? Exactly the questions I ask my children. I empower them and I give them a voice. And at her age, she almost might feel like she's just along for the ride and maybe she's losing control. And to empower her and to ensure that she still feels like she has that is probably the best thing we could ever give her. So like what does she need more of? What does she want to do? Like she just had to sell her car, right? Like that alone, holy shit, is restricting. Now she's on the freaking mercy of everybody else. She can't
that's
drive
right.
and go anywhere she wants at any time.
Absolutely.
So that's right there already limiting.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. And Karen does so much for her, but
Such a great job. I mean,
she
everyone.
expects, she's very, I don't know. She, she wants to be part of so much.
Mimi
Like
wants to be
like
part of.
I'm happy to be by myself and do my own thing, and I get along well with myself, and I don't criticize myself, and I'm, basically um content, and with happiness and joy thrown in there a little bit here and there.
Mhm.
But she craves
Mimi does.
companionship and
Mimi does absolutely.
sociability. She's always been a very sociable person.
So the question is what is working? What's not working for her? What would she like more of? What else could we create for her?
Hmm.
I mean, those are all,
Yep.
I don't know if it's Calvin picking her up once a week and taking her to get her nails done. I mean, I'm sure he would be more than happy. You know what I mean? Like creating some fun for her.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a Porsche? Did I see a picture of her in like a Porsche?
He
Calvin,
has
guys,
a
is yeah,
Jaguar, I think.
yeah, Calvin is I mean, I don't know if he's Vietnamese, Filipino, Bedford, New Hampshire, drives a beautiful Porsche Jag, whatever it is. I saw a picture and Mimi was in the Corvette. He had driven her home from getting her nails done. I
Right.
mean, how freaking so freaking fun.
I
I
know
mean,
that was cute. She loved it. Big
so
smile on her face.
so
Um,
cool.
I know.
Okay. Let's let's circle back, let's wrap up on, I would say, being back into reality and coming out of Kinergy. I heard from you, Mom, gratitude, self-love, joy. Is there anything else? Like, what else are you awakened to, conscious about on a daily basis? Like, what are some other little things maybe that you've been doing or have noticed?
Well,
And those three are perfect if that's it.
no, I mean, I'm more focused on my health and more focused on what I'm eating, and I'm more focused on wanting to lose weight. And so
So let's reframe that really
mind,
quickly.
mind, body, and spirit. You came
Mhm,
home from there with a deeper connection to mind, body, and spirit.
mhm. So you love yourself more, you want to nourish it more, you're conscious about what you're putting into it, how you're feeding yourselves, what you're giving yourself for energy. Maybe
Mhm.
it's not sugar because you're just going to come up and then crash, which is definitely not good for the mood. So, like,
No,
how do we keep ourselves on a beautiful, calm, even keel, smooth frequency, like a nice, almost like it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Like, this isn't a hit interval class. We're not doing life in high intensity interval training where it's
right.
like up, down, up, down, up, down, because that's freaking exhausting and it's not sustainable.
No,
So, yeah, so it sounds like you're much more awakened and conscious to how do you keep yourself at like this beautiful, elevated, higher level, expanded frequency vibration. And it's this nice, smoother altitude, which is really cool.
yeah, it is cool, and um, I have more energy for some reason, and um, I'm not as tired as I used to be. Um,
Amazing.
yeah, I just can't say enough about the experience the whole entire week, and the conversations that we had, and the sharing, and the amount of holy water that we shed. And
Holy water, our tears.
I shed a lot of holy water.
Oh, so did
And
I.
yeah,
That is
and
cleansing of the soul. It's a detox of the soul.
yeah,
Mhm.
yep. So,
Which
and
is also very
that's
undervalued.
a good way to put it, because therapy, sometimes they strip away layers of the onion until they get down to the nitty gritty, and we did the same thing with shedding the holy water, cleansing the
Mhm.
mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah. And I mean, I think a key takeaway is giving everyone permission to cry. And you're not weak if you cry. It's
Right.
actually needed. The body and the soul needs it. And I grew up thinking that it was frowned upon
It
to
was
cry.
weak.
It was weak.
I know.
So, I mean, that suppressed emotion is, I know, still stuck in the body. And that's where my goal and declaration for 2024 is to, yes, I've been changing my mindset. Yes, I've been, you know, making all these beautiful life changes. However, where's the emotion? Where's the emotion stuck in the body, and how do I release that? And that's a whole nother animal.
Yep.
So there's definitely something to be said about that. But that's why you're feeling better, and that's why you're lighter and more energetic, because you're moving your body, and that stored stuck energy has shifted and it's out. You've expressed it. You've literally like dispersed it, right? I mean,
Right.
everything is shifting. So the energy, the movement is medicine. And people are like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't get out of bed. I'm not going to go to the gym, or all these excuses. And holy shit, like when you actually start to move your body and progress is, happiness, you have more energy. It actually creates more energy. They think they're
It,
going to lose their energy, and they actually creates it.
I know. What's her name? The motivational speaker that's
Mel Robbins.
Mel Robbins. She was she was out somewhere. She'd climbed some hill or something, and it was early morning. And she said, "If you think for 1 minute I wanted to get out of bed," she said,
Yeah.
"I did not want to get out of bed. I forced myself to put my hiking boots on, and I forced myself." And she
Mm-hmm.
said, "That's what you have to do,
Mm-hmm.
to, and then you feel like $1,000,000."
Absolutely. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to half the time. Sometimes I just want to go like sleep and relax and chill. But it's like no freaking way. I know how good I'm going to feel afterwards. And you go for like knowing what it does for you. Like I'm declaring and I am committed to, I'm training for longevity. I mean, I will be a grandmother rolling around the floor with my grandchildren. Like I will be on the floor. I'm going to be that flexible and I'm going to continue. Like that's
Yeah,
what I'm training for right now.
yeah,
People think I'm nuts because people live in the moment and they're like, oh my God, 42, I'm going out to the bars, I'm drinking, I'm partying. And like, no, that's not wrong. That's just not for me.
exactly.
Then they're done that. Like I'm training for longevity. Like Scarlett's like, Scarlett's she's gonna be 10 in February, and she's already like, "Mom, you're gonna be a grandmother soon." I'm like, Scarlett, you're 8. No, sorry, I'm like, you're 9. You're gonna be going on 10. Like, I better not be a grandmother for another 20 years. So, you know. Oh yeah, Crawford. She has a crush on Crawford. Oh my gosh, is he freaking so cute? Blonde hair, blue eyes, huge lips, gold, like red, luscious lips. I mean, dimples, the
Oh,
cutest freaking kid you've
way
ever
to go,
seen.
Scarlett.
Oh my God. So she's been talking about him for months. Finally, she texted me yesterday and she's like, Mom. And I was like, yes, sweet pea. And she texted, I mean, I need to just like, I don't know if that's a violation of a 9-year-old right now, but I so want to post it on social media. Maybe I'll do it to my story because stories go away, whereas like reels and all that stuff stay. But it was like, I finally, told Crawford I had a crush on him. Guess what? I was like, what? She goes, he has a crush on me too. And I went back, oh, Scarlett, I'm so happy for you. No, it was the cutest.
Oh, what happened to Quinn?
Quinn went to a different school. He's at Scapa. Scapa's
Oh,
like a very boutique-y, it's all about arts and
okay.
drama and specialty. It's a specialty school. Yeah. So Coral and Quinn both went to Scapa.
Oh, Coral
So it's
too.
been a tough, yeah, it's been a tough beginning of the year for Scarlett because she hasn't had a lot of friends. So she's okay. I mean, she's got soccer. She just played violin in her Coral and her get together on the weekends. Coral just came to her orchestra, which was so sweet. Scarlett's gonna go to her concert on Saturday morning. I told her she could skip gymnastics. I'm like, Scarlett, you have a commitment to gymnastics. She goes, yeah, but this is once a year. I was like, oh, fair point.
Yeah,
I mean, valid, valid. She's
yeah.
smart. She's 10. So anyway, all right. Well, that was fun. That was amazing. I
Well,
mean,
I
anything
love
else?
you.
Any other? I love
No,
you too. Any other?
I love you. That's all.
I love you. And I went like this to Scarlett at the concert or the orchestra concert, and she was so bashful. Oh my God, look at what I did in Zoom. I did the heart thing. Watch on Zoom. Do it. Oh, what is that? Oh my gosh. Let's try to do it again. We'll do a screenshot.
There they go.
Hold on. Let me do mine. Oh, that's so fun. I got it.
I never knew that.
I think it's new.
Look,
That's so cool.
and I'm so far away. I love it. I lost your voice. Oh, look at the bubble. Can't hear you.
some reason it muted me. Oh, hey, how'd you do that?
I don't know, but
How about waving? Hi. Oh, this is fun. How about I love you like this? I love you.
oh, look at all the balloons.
Oh,
Cool.
cool. Thank you. Let me see if I just sign language. Thank you. Thank you. No.
Hearts.
That was fun. Oh, this is cool. This is my favorite. I love that it's like a bunch of hearts and not just one.
Oh, that's so cute.
No, it's amazing.
Oh,
Zoom.
and I
I
just
still,
have
I think I,
one little picture of myself up in the corner, and I still got them.
yeah, no, it just goes off your camera. There it is.
Yay!
Oh, so fun. I captured those. Let's try to get hearts at the same time.
Well, if you talk to Emma, tell her that we missed her.
Yay, got them. Oh, that's fun. I'll send you all these. Those
So
are cute.
who has the girls this week? You do?
I'm gonna pick up the girls. So Lisa had talked to the priest today, and it looks like Kenny's pushing out until after the holidays, which honestly, I am so cool with that. So I was thinking I'd have to go up there tomorrow, like next week before Christmas, and I'm just like, holy crap. So now it's not going to be until the first or second week in January.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
yeah, which is amazing. So I'll pick up the girls probably tomorrow or Friday,
How is
have
she
them for a
doing?
week. She's Chris said she's doing like, I mean, amazingly well. I mean, that's Lisa. I mean, I think, she did a lot for a year and a half, you know, and I think she's probably,
A little bit of it is relief that her mother's not in pain anymore, and she's
yeah, but now
feeling
she's
a letdown, you know?
there's so much. I mean, she's exhausted totally. And then Kenny, I mean, Lisa's not going to feel this until, I mean, supposedly Kenny's being, I don't know, better than usual, which is huge.
I
So
thought you said you didn't think he was going to last through the month.
I honestly don't, I don't know, Mom. I mean, for him to have the stress of now Loretta's no longer here taking care of him, he was in and out of the hospital the last 2 months, heart attack after heart attack after heart attack. Chris said he's lost 50 pounds. He doesn't even look like the same person. Like kidney failure. I mean, I don't even know how he's going to make it. This is
Wow.
going to be a massive stress. And Louis' anniversary is December 19th. I mean, it's going to be disastrous. If Kenny passes, I'm flying up that day to be with Lisa. And Adam's just going to have to figure it out and be on standby. I'm going to have to tell Adam. There's no way Lisa's going to be able to handle it. Both parents. Fuck that. I'm going to stop recording.
Yeah, please.